Welcome one and all, it's another edition of the J1 League Goal Zone. Heading into the last third of the season, it's very much down to the business of grinding out wins at both ends of the table and finishing strong. A look at your fixtures. Second placed Kashima took on Sanfrecce, Reysol on the road to Kyoto, while Kobe were in Osaka to play Cerezo. The match of the weekend saw the Kanagawa derby take place between the two title contenders, Frontale and the Marinos, facing off in Kawasaki. The Antlers had hit a poor patch of form recently, winless in their last four. A worrying run for the second-placed team as they took on Sanfrecce. The visitors sat just 5 points behind and would not be easy pickings as they headed to Kashima. Shazad Haq has your commentary.
Looking to try and counter-attack here, and that is a loose ball. That was a very timely. Ben Khalifa was waiting. Mitsuta was trying to get it to him. Now they come steaming forward again. Mitsuta. Oh, that was a cross shot, wasn't it? Hiroshima might have been going for goal there. That would have been something quite spectacular. Yuma Suzuki giving Hirose the freedom here. Pitsuka seemed to be almost in two minds. Got a shot away in the end, but very comfortable for Osako. Higuchi. Sees Tsunemoto. Now Yuma Suzuki twisting in and out. Lovely ball from him. Oh, and that would have been, I suppose some might say, justice, having not been given the penalty. Arthur Kaike's headers wide. Lovely work from Yuma Suzuki. Ezekiel. Oh, that is going to go in. Found the space. He has literally come on for 30 seconds. Takumu Kawamura, the right place at the right time. And that, by the way, is his first ever goal in J1 football. Good position, has a decent save. He got down quick, Constante. Ezekiel. Ezekiel! That is a brilliant goal, and that seals the points. These substitutes have been excellent. There's no doubt about it. What a great goal that is from Ezekiel to wrap things up. And the referee has seen enough. Celebrations from the Hiroshima players. The final score then, it's Kashima Antlers 0, Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2.
Yeah, it was a very close game. Of course, we are disappointed because of the goal shortly before the end, and before that goal we had two big goal chances to open the score ourselves, but we didn't score, and yeah, at the end it's tough that we didn't have at least 1 point, but yeah, we have to accept the result.
Kyoto came into this contest having played out 3 draws in 4 and will be eager to get back to winning ways as they hosted Kashima. Their opponents had been on a great run of 3 straight wins, and with a clean sheet in each of those, confidence would be high in the Reysol camp. Here's Rish Roshan Rai.
Good pace to this game early on. Both sides looking very direct in their approach at the moment. Want to get it forward quickly. There's a mix-up there. And has abandoned his goal. Masato Sasaki. It's a simple enough finish in the end for Shohei Takeda. That was quickly taken by Shinpei Fukuoka. A bit of a mix-up there in defense. Falls to Takeda. And coolly slots that one in. This one in the air by Tanaka. Second ball picked up by Kawasaki. Masuda has gotten past that challenge. Kamijima slides across. They've picked it up once again, Kyoto Sanga. They're in behind once more. Here's Matsuda across the face of goal. What a big opportunity to extend the lead, Kyoto Sanga. But here come Kashiwa, Dodi. Push forward down the right-hand side. Gets it into Koyamatsu. Cuts it back to Dodi. That's a good save from Kami Fukumoto. And his angle's well covered, Dodi. Takahashi on the right-hand side of that back three. There he is on the pressure, just has to knock it long. Dodi did well to just apply that pressure. I'm not sure if he gets the final touch on it. Keeps the chase on, the pressure on Yuki Honda, who just overhits it back to his goalkeeper. Let's see who has the final touch on this. It is going to be an own goal. It is Yuki Honda. Taketomi cuts inside and unleashes a decent attempt at goal, forcing a good save from Sasaki. Decent attempt from Taketomi. He sense an opportunity here perhaps to get all three. Mutaka, that's a beautiful touch into the path of his run. Well, first touch from Mutaka was superb here. Shihashi tries to surge forward with that. Wants to find Muto. Defended well. Ball still with Shihashi. He's played in Muto. A chance for the finish. Oh, what an end to this game! Kashiwa have found the winner, surely. Yuki Muto, the hero for the away side. And look at how much it means to Kashiwa Reysol as a winner against Sagan Tosu. The only goal of that match on the 10th of July. And he scored the winner here late on once more, coming off the bench. Making a huge impact for Kashiwa Reysol. It ends here at the Sanga Stadium by Kyocera. Kyoto Sanga 1, Kashiwa Reysol 2.
Aside on a poor run of form, Nagoya had won just once in their last 7. They were up against Urawa, who'd made it 3 wins in a row, and were unbeaten in their last 8. It took 27 minutes for the first action to be registered, and it was a softly approach from Nagoya to get the opening goal, Takuya Shigahiro, finishing off what was, let's face it, a fairly simple move. It took until the dying seconds of the first half for Urawa to register their first decent chance. Kasper Juncker looking to curl one in with his left foot, just wide of the upright. In the 50th minute of first half football, Nagoya doubled their lead. Here with a 3-on-2 advantage on the break, Nagai lays the ball to his right-hand side for Castro, and the Brazilian finishes smartly with his left foot. Into the second half, and by now Urawa were looking at 6s and 7s. Here they are giving the ball away. Ryoya Morishita with an opportunity, but his left-footed shot striking the crossbar when he really ought to have done better. Horror stories in the Urawa defence continued in the 64th minute. Having given the ball away, Ryota Nagaki's shot is well saved, but Nagai picks up the rebound and puts it in, only for VAR to check whether he'd handled the ball in the process. It certainly had touched his chest. Any contact with the arm was inconclusive, and the goal stood for a 3-0 Nagoya lead. And 3-0 could so easily have become 4. In the 70th minute, Nagai put through, but under close attention from the defender behind him, just loses his balance and can't finish. An impressive full 3 points for the home team. Cerezo continued their brilliant run as they made it 6 games without defeat, and they'd be confident of another positive result as they welcomed Kobe. The away side would be looking to respond after they'd fallen back into relegation trouble after their previous loss. It was Vissel who started the brightest though, Andres Iniesta breaking down the middle, laying it off to his left-hand side to find Koyo Yoruki. His right-footed shot saved by the legs of Kim Jin-hyun. But after that encouraging start, they began to live dangerously. Poor work in defence eventually allowed Hiroaki Okuno to find Adam Taggart, who with a feather-like first touch slots that ball home between goalkeeper and defender. And it was only Vissel goalkeeper Hiroki Ikura who prevented Cerezo from going 2-up. Riko Masuda finding Hikaru Nakahara, who was unable to beat the goalkeeper from close range. A good day for Tokuma Suzuki, who scored his first ever goal in the top flight. Having taken a corner, the ball fell back to him. Was that a cross or a shot? I'm sure he won't be too bothered, given the end result. 4 minutes into the second half, Vissel Kobe on the attack. Across from Daiju Sasaki finds Yuya Osako. His little flick stopped by Kim. Into the 53rd minute now, Masuki Kato trying to lob the goalkeeper, but it falls just inches wide of the post. Kobe still with a chance to make something of this game. Iniesta finding Hotaro Yamaguchi, but driving that one straight at the goalkeeper. And that allowed Cerezo to rather run away with the contest. 3 minutes remaining, Matsuda whipping in the ball from outside the box, Kato heading home, and Cerezo predictably picking up all 3 points. 3 wins in a row for Cerezo, and that moves them into the top 3. When we come back, it's the Kanagawa derby, a huge battle as the 2 title-chasing sides faced off in Kawasaki. The action keeps rolling along in Japan, and we have you covered here on the J1 League Goal Zone. Time to change through some gears as the teams head into the final third of their campaign. Tokyo made it 3 wins from their last 4 and would be looking to continue their good run of form against Shimizu. The away side had won just once in their last 6 and looked likely to suffer further woes in this fixture. Playing in orange, it was Shimizu, however, who tested the early resolve of the home side. Thiago Santana laying the ball off to Yago Pikachu, who dragged the ball wide with his right foot. A 39th minute Tokyo corner fell to Adilton, who leaning away from the ball finished nicely with his left foot, only for the referee to call it back while VAR took another look. Adilton's strike had been deflected off Keigo Higashi, who at the time was standing in an offside position. So 0-0 at half-time, but in the 58th minute, Teruki Hara's cross from the right-hand side found a towering jump from Carlinhos Jr., who headed home to make it 1-0 to the visitors. And it stayed that way until the 85th minute, when good aerial work did the damage for Shimizu once again. In comes the cross from Rion Yamahara, Santana leaping well to make it a valuable 2-0 win for the visitors. Shonan and Consadole have both been struggling for form recently, sitting on the same number of points. The hosts came into this one with a slight edge, having lost just once in their last 7, while the visitors were without a win from their last 5. Jayajamit Singh with your commentary.
Might have been just a bit of a little heavy touch that time. Lucas wins the ball, and it's cut back, takes a shot, and well, it's a goal! It is Yoshiaki Komai with a blistering shot on the run here, and well, launches it into the top left-hand corner. This is a good opportunity once again. Well, it's a great save, and somehow it finds the back of the net. Kositani got a hand to it, but I think Kuroki had the final touch there. They'll take it as well. It's 2 goals after just 15 minutes here. Fukai. Takamine finds Kuroki. That's a good shot there, and it's the third goal. Out of nothing, really. That time it's Miyazawa for his second goal. Just took a deflection of Sugioka's inner left thigh. But it is the third goal. Stamp his mark on the J.League, and well, it's the goal straight off here. Well, it's a great hitter with so much power that time. Tanaka with his first goal of the season. Well, a bit of space now down the right-hand side as the super chop plays it unselfishly across. He gets his assist and lays it off nicely for Ryota Aoki for the fifth goal. He could have gone for goal there, but super chop, well, unselfishly plays it for Ryota Aoki, who picks up his fourth goal of the season. And just struggling here. And they just get a consolation. With just 10 minutes left here on the clock. Just a good chance, whips it, and yes, they do. Hiroyuki Abe with the goal. The Consadole Sapporo defense caught napping. Given a lot of space, he placed it nicely there. And the referee has blown the full-time whistle here at the Lemon Gas Stadium, Hiratsuka, and it is Sapporo 5, Shonan Bamari 1.
Jubilo ended a 5-game winless streak last time out, and they now faced a tough trip to Tosu. The home team had drawn their last 2 games, but would certainly be pushing for a win against a side flirting with relegation. Into the 11th minute here, and Kei Koizumi running around everyone so that he can see some daylight between himself and the goalkeeper, but that finish was drilled straight towards the chest of Yuji Kajikawa. Moments later, and another good-looking chance for Sagan. Yuto Iwasaki through on goal, but as he rounds the goalkeeper, he takes an errant second touch, which pushes the ball far too wide for him to finish. 8 minutes from the break, and after a neat interchange as Jubilo came forward, a fantastic turn and strike from Ryo Haman, pushed over the bar well by Park Il-gyu. But Jubilo would continue that late first half pressure. Kaneko with the deep cross, it was knocked down to Asushi Kurokawa, but his effort cleared off the line by Shinya Nakano. But these two would not go into the half-time break goalless. Yoichi Naganuma sending the ball over from the right-hand side. It's missed by both defenders, and Taisei Miyashiro well positioned to slot into an open goal. Approaching the final quarter of the game, and it was only Kajikawa that stopped Sagan going 2-0 up. Miyashiro with a right-footed shot that was turned away brilliantly by the goalkeeper. Taking some confidence from that, Jubilo pushed forward once again. Ko Masubara with the left-footed strike that comes off the woodwork. But it was Sagan Tosu that wrapped this one up in the 85th minute. Fuchi Honda with strong work on the left-hand side. His cross into the near post space, just waiting for Yuki Kakita to run into. Sagan, in front of their home fans, take all 3 points. Kawasaki's most recent defeat left them with just 1 win in 4, and the champions now face the task of playing the leaders. The Marinos came to town on a superb run of form, a most recent win over the Antlers, and they were now unbeaten in 9. A heavyweight fight on the line. Rish, Rosh and Rai with your commentary.
Waito Yanaga returns the ball into the run of Chanatip. It's a decent cross into the area. Takaoka somehow pushed that away. It's a lovely ball into Yamane. First time cross. Oh, what a goal from Kawasaki Frontale. To find the run of Leandro Damiao, who launches himself at that. To take it past Yohei Takaoka. It's cleverly swept out to the right-hand side by Chanatip into Ienaga, who finds Yamane. Another first-time cross. This time it's headed away by Eduardo. F. Marinos can break forward here with Elbert. Releases Nakagawa, who's got it in behind. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And that's a delightful finish from Teruhito Nakagawa, his 5th goal of the season. That's a wonderful transition from the away side. And Teruhito Nakagawa, once he gets past Tachibanada, only has Jung Sung Ryung to beat. He sits the goalkeeper down and lifts it over him. Play a pass into Ienaga. He's gone back in field. Marcinho. One-touch football. Ienaga with the snapshot. Jung Sung Ryung. He's got 10 of them this campaign so far. Just one ahead of Takaoka. Here's Kida in behind, off the post. But what a chance that was. Good hit from Kida. A reminder of the number of goals Frontale have scored from corners this season. It's 8, almost 9 there. Last-ditch defending by the F. Marinos. Eduardo celebrating like he scored, but he's certainly rescued a goal. Lovely turn by Seara, could beat. Oh. I'd say could have been the moment for the F. Marinos. Difficult angle for Seara to try and find the finish from. Lovely work. Bonus if they can snatch a late winner. As Nakagawa was looking to try and touch in behind that defense. Instead, Kawasaki Frontale with perhaps the final opportunity of this one. Ienaga sends it in on to Jessiel! Oh, they have found the winner! Jessiel has just made himself a real hero here at Todoroki. And this surely means all 3 points going to the home side. And this could be a huge moment in the title race. Frontale climbing up the standings, they move up to 4th. With this huge win at home to the league leaders. It ends here at Todoroki Stadium. Kawasaki Frontale 2, Yokohama Marinos 1.
I think if we analyse and we focus on the score, there'll be disappointment. But I'm not focusing on the score because today our performance was very strong. Very strong to come here and dominate and try and play football on the ground. Of course, it's a difficult game. We played a good opponent. But I think we can be fairly happy with our performance.
Wrapping up the results for you then, Kashima's winless run continued after their 2-0 loss to Sanfrecce. A late goal completed the comeback for Kashima in Kyoto. Nagoya dominated at home, winning 3-0 over Urawa. And Cerezo handed Kobe their 13th loss of the season, while Consadole were rampant in Shonan, beating the hosts 5-1. The Mariners stayed top of the table on 48 points and Kashima move into second, 6 points behind. Cerezo goes 7 unbeaten after this round and they take 3rd spot on 41 points. Kawasaki up a notch into 4th, still with 2 games in hand, while Kashima drop into 5th and are tied on points with Frontale. Consadole moving closer to the top half, their win takes them into 11th. Shimizu's win lifts them off the bottom, they're currently in 15th with 24 points. Not a lot of points separate the bottom half of the table, with the relegation fight throwing in different teams every week. Kobe with the dubious honour of taking last place after their result in this round. That's all the time we have for you today. My name is Steve Dawson. Do join us next time on the J1 League Goal Zone.